Everyone on the internet says that in order to grow on Instagram in 2022, you have to post reels. So because I haven't been gaining any followers for the last 4 months, I decided to challenge myself to do that for the next 2 weeks every single day. But first, let's talk about what exactly Instagram Reels are. They are very short videos in an upright format that are taking over the whole internet right now. That's because every few seconds you get a dopamine strike from seeing a new video. And you know what gets in the way when you want to stop scrolling? The feeling of, oh my god, the next video might be the best one ever. Those two things were made to keep you on a platform for as long as possible. People running Instagram want you to be addicted because the more ads they show you, the more they get paid. That's why they made algorithm prioritize Reels over normal posts. Reels can also reach out to much larger audience as you don't have to follow people to see them. And my opinion on the shorts trend, I truly hate them. Not only because of how addictive they are, but also because Instagram used to be a community and photo-based app. Now it's just the next TikTok. And what if you don't post Reels? Your pictures get zero reach. If you've watched some of my previous videos, you know that I wanted to quit techwear, because I just felt like it was a dead trend. But then I realized that I shouldn't be complaining if I'm not doing everything that I could be doing, right? So if Instagram wants me to film Reels, then fine, I will do it. I started by writing down my strategy. Videos have to be savable, they have to provide as much value to the viewer as possible. What's in it for me? Scenes can't be longer than 2 seconds, so the editing has to be dynamic, and the whole reel should be at least 6 seconds long, but not longer than 20 seconds. I should also use popular sounds and maybe even recreate some trends. After I was done planning, it was time to get the job done. To get the ball rolling, I re-edited and translated a video from my TikTok. Filming and coming up with an idea is always the worst part for me. I like editing though, so in order to start with small and pretty comfortable steps, I used what I already had. The idea behind this video was that the viewer would be curious what does the final outfit look like. The bad thing about this reel was that it was simply too long. 20 seconds with no real value provided makes average watch time very low. It did okay though. 20k views was enough to motivate me to keep going. This is the day when I came up with a genius idea. I decided to make a series about posing. In a 12 seconds long reel, I would show 4 poses as well as 4 shots that I used them in. This is highly savable. Average watch time is also excellent because people think that the next pose might be the one for them. And the editing is pretty dynamic. I was expecting this reel to do much better than the first one, and it did. 46k views. Sorry for interrupting, this is me from the future, and I know that the data that you're seeing on your screen differs from the one that I'm talking about, and that's because the screenshots were taken a day later. That's all I wanted to say. Let's come back to the video now. On day 3, I went on a photo shoot with my friend, so I posted some photos, and this was the most ridiculous experience ever. This was my first post that went viral with 150,000 views after 4 months of no reach at all. My guess would be that Instagram rewarded me for doing something that they actually wanted me to do. This made me very happy, my drive and hope came back. However, I didn't post a reel because in my opinion it makes no sense to post more than once a day. On day 4, I posted a cinematic behind the scenes of my recent photo shoot, and even though I liked it a lot, I knew that it wouldn't go viral because it wasn't really engageable. 11k views. On that day, I posted a short trend that was very dynamic, and the goal with this one was shares. I thought that people would send this one to their friends or family, and it kind of worked out. 21k views. Day 6 was the day when I posted my most viral reel ever. And guess what? It was part 2 of the posing series. You already know the thought process behind it, so I won't explain it the second time, but there's one very interesting thing to me. This reel blew up a week after it was posted. And the funny thing is that when I was recording this video, the amount of views was 138,000 views. On day 7, I posted a photo again, and even though I didn't like it that much, it did pretty well again. 41,000 views. Part 3 of posing series, not so viral this time, 25k views. Posted a photo again, and even though it didn't do so well, it still got on Explore page, and this is when I was sure that posting reels boosts your overall reach. Behind the scenes of the recent pictures, this was the worst reel of the whole experiment. I didn't stick to my strategy at all. All I wanted to do is show my audience the process behind the smoke bombs, and that's why it didn't even get to 10k. I didn't feel like filming anything, so I just made something similar to posing series. I gave people free photo ideas. It was supposed to be very savable, but I think that the ideas were very difficult and that's why it didn't get so viral, 14k views. On day 12, I posted pictures again. I liked them a lot. The reach was awesome, coming at 44k views. Day 13 was actually yesterday, so the amount of views is still growing, but I did something differently this time. The thought process behind it was that people would save the video in case of an argument and discuss the topic in the comments. Right now this video has 17k views, but I think it may go viral in a matter of days. It's dynamic, it provides a lot of value, but at the same time it's controversial, so it's a perfect viral video material. On the last day of the experiment, I posted a simple trend that's not even savable or anything. I wanted to check if hopping on a trend would get me viral, and I don't know, maybe it did. 10k views in 15 hours is not that bad, right? Day 15, the experiment is over, and this is the part that everyone was waiting for. The results. I started this journey at around 14,500 followers, and keep in mind that I was stuck on that number since April. Over the last 2 weeks of posting reels every single day, I doubled my amount of followers, which means that right now I have 30k on my Instagram account. It is absolutely ridiculous how 20k was my goal for this year, and right now, just after 2 weeks, I'm already at 30. Of course, followers are not the only thing that matters. I'm so glad that I'm back on Explore page and my photos are getting hundreds of thousands of views again. This experiment proves that Instagram isn't a photo app anymore and you have to post reels in order to grow. I'm not saying that I like reels now, but to get to the top you sometimes gotta do things that you don't feel like doing. So if you wanna get more popular on Instagram, then the one thing that you should start doing right now is posting reels. Follow my strategy, put in the work, keep it consistent, and I'm sure that you will blow up on Instagram in no time. I'm definitely going to keep posting reels as often as possible, and if you learned something new from this video, then consider liking and subscribing, and I will see you in the next one.